Well, here we go again with teacher's pet Melissa. I expect more crying and more Chris being a dick behind closed doors. I do have to give a trigger warning though. There is a miscarriage in this episode, so if you are sensitive to that, please skip. We are in year 3 now and Melissa is at 302 pounds. She has lost an amazing 351 pounds since surgery. I cannot snark on her for that. Melissa is admiring a newspaper story on herself. Chris sits in a chair next to her, looking fed up with hearing about it. As she rambles about her ring size and bat wings, Chris stares out into space, reminiscing about the good old days when she was immobile. Melissa has been approved for her second skin removal surgery. She arrives at the hospital, all set to literally be put on the chopping block. Chris is thrilled. As soon as she's asleep, he's on the prowl. Doctor now does some of his art on Melissa's backside. I wonder if he'll be selling this print on Instagram for the extra retirement money. And she's under the knife. Ooh, there's my boy Dr. Hottie. My world is a little better now. It is kind of odd that there is no narration at all during this. After surgery, as Melissa is recovering, Chris sits in his car and tells us a story about his dad electrocuting himself and losing a hand. Somehow this all ties back to him missing immobile Melissa. He arrives at the hospital to pick up his woman. He is all shook to see Melissa looking normal. This is really going to dampen his affairs. It's 4 weeks post-op now, and Melissa has gone and popped those stitches. Also, she's been naughty and not eating right. Maybe if that scale wasn't so dramatic, the pressure wouldn't be there. Oh well, here she sits in her prison. Someone has went and earned themselves a wound vac. There's your ankle bracelet, girl. Dang, that's gnarly. Wow, if I didn't know better, I would think my favorite Persian potato straight up killed her. Here comes the tears. Melissa has been in the hospital now for a month, and she is having a breakdown. She kind of did it to herself, though, in all honesty. Chris for sure is loving it. I'm betting he is chatting to his side chick right there. He's all like, "Hey, my mistress, my wife is crying again. Golden Corral and chill later?" 2 months now and Melissa's still in prison. She keeps splitting open because of the way she walks. Dang, I would have just took the flabby loose skin. Knock knock. 1 week later and Ohio has arrived for a visit. Melissa has been lying to her mom about how well she is doing. 3 months later, and Melissa is released from prison. I'm assuming that she's on probation though. Chris realizes that fun time is over. He then shoves his wife into the beat up Pontiac. Our favorite couple is heading to Ohio. I'm surprised Chris is going. Actually, I'm kind of nervous for Melissa laying down in the car like that. She wrecks, she's gonna die. Oh, there's a reason Chris went. He got all busted cheating. He's all driving and waving his arms around trying to get Melissa to shut up. Well, it's too late, buddy. The camera's got it. They arrive in Ohio, and we see that Mommy Melissa has a newspaper article too. And check out Papa Melissa's vintage hair in that photo. Awesome! Grandma Melissa is in tears at seeing her granddaughter. Crying is apparently genetic in this family. The whole dang family showed up to see this newly mobile Melissa. Sadly, I don't see pizza eating baby. That was my favorite part of the last episode. Melissa even shows off her drains. Personally, I like to call them puss bags. I found the family Karen. The family is cooking greasy bad food galore. Just look at that disgusting grease. Melissa is tempted. Chris brings her a bowl of slop. Melissa begins to complain that he gave her a big bowl. They squabble while random children look on. Chris is just missing his fupa friend. He's just trying to get it back, guys. 2 months later, and we're back in Texas. And we're at the pre-nasty divorce clinic. At least the moon isn't full. That place would be crazy on a full moon. I would love to see it, though. Dr. Hottie cameo in there. Yeah, I'm his fangirl. Just look at him rocking that pager. Melissa has came to see her friend. Painfully dramatic scale. She is down to 221 pounds. She has lost an amazing 431 pounds. Melissa strips down for us and gets on the table. And holy fruit salad, does that look horrible? my favorite potato inners to remove her stitches, as Melissa gives us a narration of her goals. They are job and baby. Lose Chris isn't on there yet? I guess she has to harvest that sperm somewhere. Is that my boy Model in there? He must have been taking classes from Melissa. Instead of a big purse, he uses that pager and stethoscope. You thought I was going somewhere else with that, didn't you? Perverts. We get a scream letting us know that we are now in year 4. Melissa is at 180 pounds now, and she has fully transformed into teacher's pet now. She is working for Dr. Now, meeting with the newbies. I know that skirt is coming. I embrace myself. Whoa, another cameo. Billy the half-ton teen. Proto Sean Milliken. And Ashley, the girl with the evil mom. Melissa is leading the support group. I know that skirt is coming, but first can we just spot some more cameos? We have Donald and his one-time girlfriend. Looks like this is around the time when his mom filled him up on Taco Bell. Henry! I loved him. May he rest in peace. Oh, there it is. I cannot stand her in that skirt. I just get Jared vibes. Even the lady who's helping her is like, not again. Another 3 months pass, and here comes another Melissa fashion show. This time it's her big old prom dress. Seriously, Melissa, we get it. You lost weight. She drives to the clinic for the dramatic scale reading, all while complaining she doesn't feel whole. But she's got a new neon with her Dr. Now money. Girl wanted a Stratus, didn't she? What does our friend the dramatic scale say anyhow? 157? Oh gosh, she is crying again. This time she remembers being fat. Yeah, it sucks. But stop crying, woman. I can't stand Lola, but you need some Lola. Anyhow, what does my favorite Persian potato say? She is 5 to 10 pounds underweight. How tall is she? Melissa heads home and is telling us all about how she doesn't need Chris's care anymore. I'm sure Chris is loving that she's mobile with this neon. She could private eye him now. Chris is sure porking up there, isn't he? I guess all that bragging in the last episode caught up with him. Year 5, and Melissa is at 192 pounds. And it seems that Chris has figured out how to bone the correct woman, because he put a baby in it. I have always wondered if she's related to Dr. Now. She showed up in the last season and they didn't name her there either. It's very frustrating for me. I must know all. Melissa calls her mom and says she's having twins. I don't know why, but that part has always rubbed me the wrong way. Chris steals some candy on the way out. Melissa scolds him like the child he is. I was going to question why Dr. Now has a stash of candy out there. Then it hit me. Job security. And what happened to the cylinder? Did one of his patients explode when they had one candy too many? 3 weeks later, and we find out that Melissa's baby did not have a heartbeat. Melissa unfortunately has to have a D&C done. I'm really not going to snark on this. It's just not right. So we're just going to skip this whole miscarriage part. So let's just fast forward down the road 5 months later. Melissa and a friend are swimsuit shopping. There might be another fashion show coming. Oh, we didn't get one. There may be no mirrors at the beach, but there are cell phones, and that is a lot scarier. Melissa arrives at the beach, and it seems to be dawning on her that Chris is a shady mofo. Turns out I was right when he was looking for a backup woman when she was on the slab. We are about to start on year 6, but I need to point out this train. I don't know how many people are familiar with the Oakleigh Zoo in Wheeling, West Virginia, but that train is taking me back to childhood. Whoop whoop! Melissa is back to 206 pounds, and I'm disappointed that she went back to Chris. Looks like she's pregnant again. I will voice my opinion on this one. I get that she wants kids and all, but is it fair to give them a dad like Chris? That's just my 2 cents on it. Hate me, I don't care. The baby is doing well, so there is a positive. Chris is crying. I'm not sure if it's good or a bad cry. Oh my god, she does not really just carry before and after pictures with her in her big oversized purses. She straight up whips them out for her OBYGN. I think she felt the same way I do. She's like, this woman is just whipping out pictures. Most people just tell me these things. 7 months later and we are in Ohio again. Here's Mommy Melissa. I wonder what's up. Turns out Melissa's in town and she's getting a baby shower. I'm distracted by the star in the back on the door. Who is Dave? And is he a superstar? It's a girl! At the shower, Melissa's mom is quick to point out the weight Melissa has put on. Melissa has been blaming it on the pregnancy, but who surprised her with that cake? Mommy Melissa is an enabler. Melissa admits it though, and Chris admits it also. Melissa, are you sure you want this man? You got his seed now. You could run. Ugh, she's crying pity tears at the baby shower. Well, it's 2 months later now, and Melissa is going to pop. I'm surprised Chris showed up. And is Dr. Now going to be this kid's god potato? Melissa has labored for 24 hours. It was decided she needed a C-section. Chris sits and ponders if he has time to run. The spawn is rolled out. Alana? Is that spelled right? I have to Google this. Well, I guess it is. It just looks weird to me. Melissa holds her baby and swears she'll never have fast food. I think that's a lie. Once that kid finds out about Happy Meals, it's all over. Here we are in year 7. The show is winding down. Melissa now sits at 214 pounds. I'd tack on another 200 something with Chris. Melissa is gushing about being a mom. Good for her. But it does annoy me that she's projecting onto this kid that she could be fat. Wow, who could predicted that Chris and Melissa are having troubles again? I guess that Band-Aid just didn't stick. Turns out Melissa found out about even more women. He even cheated on her 2 months after she popped that baby out. Who are these women flocking to Chris? Melissa is claiming she's going to get separation papers. Yet another lie. Although she did brag about being a liar in the prior episode. Well, 1 month later, none of this matters. We are on a house call. I personally would not want her at my house. I just feel like she would tell me what to do and do the opposite herself. I am just loving the look she is giving the camera. We're thinking the same thing. Back at home, it is revealed that they are going to counseling. Chris claims it's because he loves his woman and he's ashamed. I think the pool has dried up and he doesn't want to be homeless. I thought we were going to see some legit counseling here. But nope, we're at the museum. Before this episode ends, we're going to visit our friend. Painfully dramatic scale. Melissa is at 214 pounds now. Even though she's gained, we get our first "I'm proud of you" from Dr. Now. Teacher's pet got her gold star. I can't sit through any more Melissa's crying, so let's just go find our villain and rate this episode. Obviously, Chris gets the villain. The man has a wandering pee-pee. I'm not doing the accent because I can't, but I'll give this episode a rating of super. I'm proud of you. In conclusion, Melissa is far from the worst person ever to be on this show, but my unpopular opinion is she has some quirks that annoy me. If I knew her, I would be acquaintances. I don't like her and I don't hate her. Next time we dive into Donald. He will not be your typical story on this show. And bonus, his dad looks like a catfish. See you on the snark side.